Sewell Child Development Center is a preschool for children with and without developmental disabilities. Here they learn, play, and grow together in the same classrooms. No child is ever separated from his peers because of his condition and the therapy it might require. Rather, therapy is done in a way that all can be included, and no one is made to feel different or estranged from their peers. One of our little guys has muscular dystrophy, which means his muscles are slowly deteriorating and will continue to do so until he ultimately passes away. After all, the heart is a muscle. His parents recently told him about his condition. Not that he will die, but that soon he won't be able to walk. He has moments of deep sadness and anger, moments where he lashes out at the other kids or at us, his teachers. But then he also has moments where he is running around the classroom dressed up as a superhero, where he's just another kid, playing, present, unconcerned with what might happen tomorrow. A couple of weeks ago, we did a spirituality night based on suffering in our community. I've been thinking a lot about CJ's suffering, why it exists, if there's a reason, and what good could possibly come of it. After talking about it in spiritual direction, I have come to no other conclusion than the fact that I see Christ in him in a way I never could have anticipated. On our fall retreat, we read and reflected on a scripture passage where Jesus is in the temple and heals a crippled woman who has been bent over for her entire life, unable to look anyone, let alone Jesus Christ, in the eye. Suddenly, because of him, she can. My whole life I have been taught and have believed that Christ is present in the marginalized. He is in the poor, the sick, the outcast. If we seek God, that is where we will find him. There is something very different, however, in experiencing this firsthand rather than hearing it in a homily. I see Christ in CJ. I see him clearly in his eyes, and though he is the cripple, I am the one who has been bent over my entire life, and for the first time, I am looking up into Christ's very real, very human eyes. CJ has allowed me to stand up. He has at once shattered my image of God and brought him together into one picture, one person. As CJ gets sad and frustrated, I am reminded that Christ, as a man, also felt those emotions. As he runs through the classroom in his light-up Batman sneakers, squealing with glee, I hear what it might have sounded like when Jesus laughed. I know deep within me that Christ, God, knows intimately what it feels like to suffer as man. He knows it in its physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional realms. He knows because he went through it in a way I can't begin to imagine. And knowing that this is something our Creator and CJ have in common gives me solace. So while my image of God is shattered, it is beautiful. Light reflects off of each new piece in a different way. But while I rejoice in that, I do so wishing that there was some way to make it so that CJ's condition could just disappear. I wish his body weren't decaying and just coming into life all at once. It is something only God knows the reason for, and creates a void that only God can fill.